Exactly 2 weeks from today is the return of Friday Night Lights on the high school football fields. Last season, the Amboy Clippers were once again the only team in our area to win a state title. KWQC's Kevin Core takes us to the red carpet premiere of the Clippers' journey to a three-peat.
Sequels are never as good as the original, a statement that the Amboy Clippers would beg to differ with.
It was really exciting. It's something you don't really see a lot of, back-to-back state titles, and it's something that's never happened in this school's history. So for the last 2 year teams to be a part of something like that is all pretty special. And there's a couple kids on the varsity now that have been playing since freshmen, so they got to be a part of that. And the town was pretty excited, and the school was really excited, and it was just a great last 2 seasons.
Now the Clippers are set to embark on a trilogy for the ages, but they will need to do some recasting.
We got 3 returning starters on offense and 4 returning starters on defense. We got a lot to replace, but our fresh soft teams have been undefeated the last 2 years, so we have some really good talent coming up.
We lost 2 All-Staters last year with Quinn Luffelman and Eddie Jones, and just to see how those guys led the team and led us to that state championship and got us to that point, I would want nothing more than to do that for the underclassmen we have now.
Obviously, we don't want to look back in the past too much because we all want to leave our own mark, and us seniors definitely want to leave our own mark on this program this year, so we try not to look back on it too much. We'll definitely have a big target on our back.
But even losing some star power, this cast is bigger than ever.
I think people might not believe this, but our line might be a little bit bigger than it was last year, so we're really excited about that.
And the first villain this group will have to face, the final boss they had to face last season, the Milledgeville Missiles.
Oh, that's great. Milledgeville is a very great program. We've had some really good games within the last 4 years. To open up week 1 against them, I wouldn't ask for it any other way. It's going to be a tough game. They got a lot of athletes back. I was just looking at their returning starters, and they got Johnston, Livingood, Nye, and you can keep going on. And so they're very athletic. They're going to be very good out in the open, and it's a good week 1 test to see where we're really at that point at the beginning of the season.
I think it's great. I think it motivates us all summer knowing we're coming back, and we know the other team's going to be hungry for us too. We just beat them in the state championship on the biggest stage, and we know we have a target on our back, and I don't think there's any other way, a better way to open the season than facing the guys you just went against.
That is just the beginning of this season's epic blockbuster. This group is looking for another heroic ending from this small-town team that has dominated the state of Illinois in 8-player football.
We put in a lot of work in the summer, and there's a reason we do it. It's not just because Coach doesn't like us. It's to make us better, and that's why we've been so successful in the past.
In Amboy, Kevin Core, KWQC, TV6 Sports.